What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty, and you're watching my review on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode, I think it's 18. What's going on, you guys? So we're going to get right on into the get down. So right now, it's basically time for Eva's wedding. Eva been stressing about this wedding this entire season, okay? And it's finally here, alright? So Shamari, she calls Nene and she checks on her because she knows that Nene has been dealing with a lot of stuff in regards to Greg, and she comes by the store and she checks on her, basically apologizing to her for throwing up in a bathroom, for basically being a drunken ass mess, which I didn't mind because it was fucking entertaining, but, you know, to each his own. But she apologizes to Nene, and Nene goes into this whole thing about Candy and Portia going into her closet and all of that, so she really don't know how things are gonna be. Greg ain't able to go to the wedding, so she wants Shamari to ask Ronnie if he could take both of them to the wedding, and Shamari is pretty much enthused by that. And she's like, but the sad thing is Ronnie has to go back on tour, so we're both going to be, you know, not going to the wedding with our mates. So they decide to go to the wedding together. But Shamari is very understanding about Nene's place and what she's going through. So Eva and her mother, they have this conversation where Eva gives her mother this touching note. Okay, and it's very emotional, and y'all know that I've been ragging on Eva all season. Y'all know I have, but that was a very good moment between her and her mother. And, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, I always put my real life into my reviews a lot, so, you know, I always do that and make sure y'all get to know me a little bit more. But, you know, sometimes when I'm going to weddings or looking at weddings, sometimes it makes me wonder, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people always ask me, Scotty, do you want to get married in the future? And I always say, no, I'm not really ready to get married. I don't see myself as the marrying type. But, you know, my friend just got married about a month ago. I was in her wedding. And, you know, me and my best friend, Tay, we were talking. And he was talking about his own wedding. And I was like, I don't know. I just don't see myself doing this. And, you know, he was like, you know, you never know. Like, we're always saying, well, we don't think we're going to do it. Well, we're never going to do. And sometimes it's the complete opposite. Sometimes we find ourselves being in love with someone and they would just make us do things that we never thought that we would do. And, you know, watching my friend be happy with her husband made me wonder how it would be for me if I ever got married. Or looking at Eva and all these little moments with her mom and stuff like that. And I'm like, I wonder how it would be if I got married and how happy my mom and my dad would be for me if I ever got married to someone. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Maybe it's just the moment in time, you know, being at a wedding or watching a wedding, making you think about stuff like that. But I do know that right now I'm not ready for marriage. And sometimes I be like, I don't think I'm going to ever get married. But when I do have my moments sometimes where I be like, I wonder how it'd be if I got married. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm a simple guy. I don't really like that stuff. So if I ever did get married, I wouldn't even want anything huge. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let's get hitched in front of close friends and family. Let me have my homeboys on this side. Have my brother as my best man. And you had your folks on your side. And have whoever you want as your best man. And we ain't even got to kiss in front of everybody because everybody ain't comfortable with it. We can hug and give each other a peck and call it a day. We can do all the extra kissing after the motherfucking wedding. You know what I mean? But you know, all in all, that was a good moment. Cynthia and Candy, they go to the wedding with their husbands. The four of them come to the wedding as, you know, double couples or whatever. And Cynthia and Candy were talking about the bi-wig party on the way to the wedding. Now, I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to be on Nene's side because it was her house and she felt disrespected in her home. But regardless if Candy and Portia did go in her closet without her permission, her reaction to that was still too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we can all say, you can't tell nobody how to react in their own house. But Nene was doing too much. Like, she straight up acted like she was finna fight them girls for going to her motherfucking closet. You know what I mean? And I know that they didn't have no malice. They really didn't have no ill intent on going in her closet. They just wanted to see what the fuck she got. Like, I get it. Your closet is dirty. You don't want nobody going in there. That's fine. But the way that you acted was a bit much. Okay? Like, honestly, like, if I told my friends not to go in my closet and they went in my closet any damn way, I really wouldn't be mad. Like, And even if I did feel some type of way about them going in my closet, I never would have acted like that. Like, come on now. Like, I just feel like it's too much. And of course, Cynthia's all up her fucking ass. Not calling her out for doing the most. Like, Kandi understands that, okay, me and Portia were asked not to go in her closet. We get that. But lunging at us, acting like you're gonna fight us, talking about when you see them two bitches, it's gonna be a whole nother situation, is a bit much. And Cynthia, you know it is. And I wish people would stop using this whole, well, she's going through a lot of stuff with Greg, and this is why she's acting a certain type of way. Okay, she going through a lot with Greg. We get that, but that's not an excuse to act like that towards people that's supposed to be down for you. Like, I ain't trying to hear that. Fuck all that. Nene did too much, as she always does, and it is what it is. So, Shamari spoke to Nene, and Nene said that she don't know if she going to the wedding. So, Shamari asked Tanya, could she ride with her to the wedding? Because she don't know if Nene coming. So, everybody's at Eva's wedding, and Nene actually shows up to the wedding. You know, everybody hugs her, you know, they embrace her or whatever. And Eva walks down the aisle. She's a very beautiful bride. She was a beautiful bride. I liked her dress. I liked everything about her look and everything. She looked very good coming down the aisle. And here I go again, listening to them with their vows and stuff, you know, declaring their undying love for each other. And I'm just like, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've been in so many relationships, so many situationships, and it'd be like, I wonder if I would ever get the nerve to get married to somebody. You know what I mean? I know we already discussed this already, but would I ever get the nerve? I don't trust people. So, you know, even if I wanted to make that step, it's going to be hard for me because I don't trust nobody. So it'd be like, you know, listen to even Mike give their vows. I'm like, oh, they really do love each other. You know, we all want to experience that type of love. You know what I mean? So maybe one day if I get my own head out of my ass, I'll get to that point. But right now, I'm just working on me. You know, working on myself, trying to get myself together, trying to get all my issues under control. I don't want to get in another relationship with all this baggage and trust issues and all of that stuff. I just, But yeah, those vows were beautiful. So after that, Shamari comes over there with Nene and Marlo, and she asks Nene about her and Greg, and Nene is about to cry, but Shamari quickly changes the subject, and she starts dancing and shit, making Nene laugh and all of that stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. Kandi and Portia hanging out with each other at the wedding, which is a big surprise, because, you know, I never would have thought they'll be hanging out together, even talking and laughing with each other. And it just felt like the old Kandi and Portia from seasons 5 and 6. That's what it felt like to me. You know, watching them getting along and be cordial now and all that stuff. That's a good thing. It doesn't change my opinion on Portia and how I feel about her, but it's a great thing to see. It's refreshing to see them getting along now. As far as them arguing over the same shit and me having a fight in my comment section over my opinion every damn week. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that it's over. I'm glad that they're finally getting along and we can move on past this. They confront Marlo. Now Marlo messy ass obviously told Nene about her conversation with Kandi and Portia from last week's episode, and Kandi brought that up in the truck with Cynthia, Mike, and Todd. And Kandi and Portia basically confronts Marlo about that shit. They want to know, you know, Portia was like, why you can let us have that conversation? And I'm feeling the same way Portia was feeling, because I'm like, that was their conversation to have with her. So why are you having that conversation? And ain't no telling what the fuck you said and how you brought it to her. We already know that. But Kandi and Portia dumb as fuck anyway for even talking to Marlo of all damn people about the situation. That's why I found it very odd for them to be sitting at a damn table talking to Marlo about the situation. How come you couldn't talk to somebody like Cynthia or Eva or Shamari for that matter about that situation? Why y'all sitting up here with Marlo messy ass or Tanya? Everybody but Marlo. I wouldn't talk to Marlo about my dead damn dog, and he been dead for about for how many years now? 12 years. He died after I graduated high school. Yeah, my dog been dead 12 years, and I still won't talk about him to Marlo, but I loved him. His name was Shamrock. He was a golden retriever, and I had him for a long motherfucking time. Rest in peace. So Nene tells Cynthia, you know, before I came to the wedding, me and Greg were talking. He was talking about separating. Like, he talking about getting his own spot. And Greg can be so mean and blah, 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 and all of that stuff. So, I know we've been ragging on Nene all season about how she's been acting towards Greg. But we never know. And I don't know, because I've never been a caregiver. I don't know how it is when a person is extremely sick and how their mood swings are. So, I can't really talk about it no more. But she does make herself come off a bit selfish sometimes. So Candy and Portia, they confront Nene about her actions. And Nene doesn't think that she was wrong simply because it was her closet. Nene, you were wrong simply because it was your closet. Now, I get you didn't want them going in there, but you know they didn't mean no harm. You took it to another level. You took it to the extreme. Like, if Candy and Portia can both own up to their part, why can't you just say, maybe I took things too far? No, I didn't want you bitches to go in my closet, but I took it too far. Why can't you own it? You can never own to anything, Nene. You never do. You always right, and you not right all the time. Then when people try to tell you how they feel, you overtalk them. And that's always been one thing that annoyed me the most with you and your 5 nose jobs, is the fact that you can sit up here and overtalk people when they're trying to get their point across. It's wrong and it's fucked up, and you know it is. So, fuck that, Nene. Can't deal with it. But they all agree to just rally around Nene. Nene talks about, just support me. Just support me. I don't feel the support. They've been supporting you all season. What you want to do is for everybody to kiss your ass. And they stupid as fuck for doing that. Shamari drunk as fuck. Ken trying to tone her down. But Shamari is gone. She is toasted like French toast. Okay, that bitch is gone. Nene gets up to make the toast, and that speech was very uninspired in my opinion. I don't think she really wanted to do it anyway. But that's neither here nor there. But all in all, this is my review on this week's episode. I like this episode. It was pretty good. It had its drama. It had its happy moments. It had its tear-jerking moments. It was everything that we all need in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's all we really need. Like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and share my video. Follow me on all social media. All my social media that I do have is all at the bottom of the video. And the next time y'all gonna see me is for Love and Hip Hop Miami. And from what I hear, it's gonna be 3 hours of Love and Hip Hop tomorrow. New York reunion, Miami finale, and the Miami Part 1 reunion. Child, I am over them, okay? But with that being said, you guys, I am out of here. Till next time. Peace. I am so happy, y'all. I know I'm just happy. It's good to be happy. You know what I mean? But I'm out here, y'all. I already said peace. I ain't gonna blow down another kiss. I'll talk to y'all later.